This is probably one of my favourite and most used lights. Yo, my name's Bradley Aston and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to discuss possibly one of my favourite lights. This is the Yongnuo Yn360. This is the daylight version. You can get it in bi-colour as well, but I chose the daylight one purely because it's a bit more powerful. It has 360 bi-colour or white LEDs or warm LEDs. They also have 40 RGB LEDs as well. So this thing really packs a punch. I mean, this is on, let me get this to 100%. That's 100%. It's pretty bright, to be honest. It's not bad. Hang on, that's on colour. Let me put it on white. And now put it onto 100% on white. So that is 320 LEDs. And it's really, really bright. I don't know what measurement, but it's absolutely cracking. It's normally my hair light back here somewhere. Or we'd have it on a colour maybe. So there's a couple of reasons why this is one of my favourite lights and one of my main lights that I go to for pretty much every shoot, to be honest. One, it's battery powered. Your normal Sony MPF batteries, if you use lighting gear or monitors and things like that, you've probably got a couple of these lying around. I only use the smaller ones just because I prefer the slim factor of it, the form factor. As you can see, once it's in there, it doesn't add much to it at all. But you can get the bigger ones for a bigger battery life. Now, with the bigger batteries, this will last up to about 2 hours with the full brightness of the white LEDs, and it'll last about 4 hours on colour. Now, personally, whenever I'm doing a bigger shoot that I know I'm going to be using it for longer than that, I will take a power lead. It does run on mains as well. It doesn't come with the mains, which is a bit of a shame, but you can easily find one on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to the one that I use, just so it's easy to find. Another reason that I really enjoy this light is because even though it hasn't got any form of, well, it's got a little bit of diffusion. It's like a coated plastic, but it's really, really soft. I've used this for video and photo, and every time I use it, I get such nice results. Like on portraits, this is so soft on the skin, it's gorgeous. And video as well, it's stupid bright. Now, my only complaint that I have with this is the white version is a little bit cooler than my other lights. So my Godox light here is set at 5600 Kelvin, and whenever I use this as a hair light, it is slightly cooler, which can sometimes be an issue, to be honest. Normally I've got it on colour option anyway, and if I'm using this on white, then I'm normally using it for car painting, for light painting for cars, stuff like that. If I want white, I've got normal white LED panels that match the Kelvin of this. So it's a small gripe, but nothing major, to be honest. Actually, no, I do tell a lie. There is one more little gripe that I have with this, and it's the fact that this on button here is actually, it's a push switch. And the issue I have is that when it's in its case, if I leave the battery attached, sometimes it does accidentally push that switch and it turns the light on without me knowing, and then it's drained half my battery while I'm on the way to a shoot. It's just a little gripe. I now take the battery out of the light when I'm transporting it just to stop it from happening, but it's worth mentioning, just bear it in mind. Now, this light is spot on for nighttime photography and for long exposures, mainly because the brightness can go all the way down to 1%. So this looks quite bright on camera, but you can kind of see the LEDs. Now, with a long enough exposure, when you use this, it creates lines across the screen instead of one solid block of light. I keep waving it across my face. But if you do want to have the solid block of light, then you can just crank it up and destroy your retinas. Yeah, that's nice and bright. It's Ideal for run and gun filmmakers. I use this on, like I say, pretty much every shoot that I go on, mainly because it's so portable, it's light, you can chuck it on a normal stand, you haven't got to worry about it being wobbly because it's too heavy. You can boom it over somebody. I recently used it for a drumming shot and I boomed it over the drummer, and it was fine to go over that far because this is so light. Now, I mentioned before the fact that it isn't bicolor, it is just white. It does have orange filter to go over the top to make it tungsten. It's got a few little magnets on there, and it does decrease the power output of the light just a little bit, but it does give you that warm glow if you do need it. I hardly ever use it, in all honesty, but it's there if I need it. Now, this is also app controlled, and the app for it is actually really quite good. You can connect several lights up together. I only have one at the moment, but I will be getting some more. And you connect them all up and control them all together or individually. It's actually really quite responsive, so it's really quite... If you go quick with the settings, there's a little bit of a lag, but not to the point where it's annoying. Yeah, so that'll go all the way down, and then you can also have it on different colours straight from the app as well, and you get a bit more control over the colours as well in the app. So I'll take it over to a bit of green, take it over to a bit more pink, blue. Now, this is the Mark 1. Mark 3, I believe, does come with a little remote. I personally can't see myself using the remote, not when I've got my phone on me and it's so easy to connect up anyway. And it's got a really good range on the Bluetooth, so I personally don't think I would bother with the version 3. I believe it's slightly brighter, but again, I've never had any complaints with this, so I personally think I'll stick with just getting another one of these. So yeah, this light I definitely recommend for any filmmaker, photographer that's starting out. I've had this 3 years now, I think, and I still use it every single time I shoot. So you know, even if you're a professional, pick one up. They're great. They're really, really good, and I think you can get them for less than £70 now. If you look on eBay, I'm pretty sure I got mine for about £70, £80. But yeah, go buy the Yongnuo Yn360. I am Bradley Astor, and I approve this message. Oh, yeah, and it's also fun to use as a lightsaber. If that's not a good enough reason to buy it, I don't know what is. So if you've enjoyed the video, guys, then please feel free to subscribe. Click on the bell notification just down below. It really does help, and then you'll be here for next week's video when that gets posted. And feel free to go and check out some of the other videos that I've already put up, and I actually use this light in the product photography video as well, which I'll put up here. So if you want to go and check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it. But until then, be creative, make it loud, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.